man. We got to shout out to PnB Rock, man. This is my guy. This one hit hard, man. You know what I'm saying, for me.
Go in, Iceberg.
I mean, PnB Rock, man, in my opinion, is like the NBA young boy Nate Dogg of their generation. You know what I'm saying? Like his vocals was dope. The songs was crazy. Dude was out the mud, man, out of Philly. You know what I'm saying? Did his thing, signed to Atlantic, which is like the most evil record label ever, and just went independent.
We talk
a
about
few
them
months
all
ago.
the time, signing cast to 10 album deals.
So luckily when he started asking questions, because this dude is intelligent, we started asking questions. He was like, man, let me just get out the deal because the money ain't matching up with my numbers. Again, let's be clear, man. This is a black man. He's a father, 2 daughters. Anywhere you go, anywhere he went, man, he took his kids. You know what I'm saying? And let's be clear, regardless of the situation, man, it's just a tragedy, man, when you see a dude with this much talent, senselessly, deleted. His daughters, man, beautiful little girls. And I think honestly, man, the situation was him always putting people first. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he ever put himself first. And as black men, it really, we could talk about what happened, but I think the biggest thing is what can you learn from this situation? And as black men, as creators, we could be with our female and she could have a ring on, a diamond, a red ring on, a necklace, and this can happen. So this isn't just because he's walking around with this many jewels. This could be anybody in the hood. And then let's be clear, the government has incentivized the wolves to attack us, because if they attack an Asian cat or a Karen, now it's a hate crime. But if you attack me, it ain't nothing. You don't see no Black Lives Matter out there. You don't see no choppers trying to find that car. You know what I'm saying? And again, Dolph,
Pop Smoke,
Nipsey, Pop Smoke, man.
All those guys, man.
All those dudes, man. Sauce Walker had a body a cat, man, this week.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what the situation was, man, this hit hard for me, man, because one of my favorite songs is the one he did with Meek Mill, the Dangerous joint. I love the high joint that he did. He did
Trouble.
Take my jersey, take my jersey off, man, with a Ty Dolla. This was my guy, man. And the gentleman know, man, I put him in the group chat all the time, man. It's my dude. But what's y'all thoughts, man, on the situation, man, and just how can cats kind of learn from it?
Man, first of all, man, shout out to everybody in the chat just dropping gems.
They're dropping gems, man, today, man.
They really are. Shout out
not only on this subject, but just since we've been rocking out today, man. Y'all been dropping some gems.
Y'all been going heavy.
This is sad, man. This is sad. We always talk about in our chat groups, you know what I'm saying, just as grown men, don't be putting your location on Facebook, social media. You know what I'm saying? When you with your family, you with your lady, you with your kids, enjoy that time. You don't have to let everybody know where you at. You know what I'm saying? The fact that, you broadcasting, this dude is not just a normal civilian. I mean, he's a rapper who has a lot of fans, a lot of credibility. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Rocking the jewels. He's, he's swagged out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just feel that we can't be putting out where we at. And I feel like we got to be smarter when we with the family and we just trying to relax. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but definitely rest in peace, man, to PnB Rock, man. This is such a sad situation, man. Like, nobody deserves this type of situation at all. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that
it is.
This man couldn't enjoy your meal. And again, I think this is just a lesson to all, man. Like, just protect your neck out here and do not share your location. Like, these are different times. These are different times we're living in. You got to move with diligence. You got to move with some intelligence. You got to move safely, especially when you with your family, you with your loved one, whomever you with. Protect yourself, because at the end of the day, your last name has to mean something. Your last name has to carry that value onto your kids. So you want to be able to see the fruits of that labor. So when they do go on with your last name, they're taking pride in that and doing the same thing. Not saying that PnB Rock's daughter won't do that. We know that's going to happen, but at the end of the day, he's not going to be here to see it though. That's kind of my point.
Do you think like what Anthony's Roberts is saying, man? Do we need to rethink what we post?
We got to.
And shout out to Anthony too, man.
Shout out to Anthony. We got to move. We got to move smarter. We have to. Like to me, there's no other way around it.
Well, this is the thing I say, Power 500 before Bebo goes in, man. Like, and I'm not being sexist or anything like that, man. But again, as men, anything our girl does is our fault, you know. And then, let's be clear, they had just broken up. They got back together, and he had already took her phone for like 3 months, like because she was kind of posting erratically. And on DJ Academics, he was saying that, you know, that he had got kind of pressed a couple times, and she wasn't kind of on her 007, like, come on, we got to run, shorty. You know what I'm saying? With the high heels on, let's go. You know, so again, to me, it's always our fault. We the coaches. You know what I'm saying? We got to quarterback our families and how we move. And
absolutely.
And, you know, I'm not blaming her. I'm still giving her accountability, but it's still us to be like, hey man, don't do that.
Exactly. I'm not blaming Shorty either. Like you said, Iceberg, it's all about accountability. Like we have to be accountable for each other. Like if you my rock, you my shorty, we can't be putting out the location where we at, especially when it's our time. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't got security detail, obviously. You know what I'm saying? To hold us down.
Well, so, even just on regular cast, man, this ain't the season to be shining.
This ain't
man,
the season to be
take the jewelry off, take your rings off, man. If you're gonna be in the hood, and let's be clear, you need a toolie. You know what I'm saying? You need some toast right now, man. If you ain't got no toast right now, you need to go get some. Real talk, because this ain't even winter time. This ain't even Christmas time yet, bro. Nah. In Christmas time, it's gonna get serious. Let's be clear. Bebo go in though, man.
That's why I said we got to move smarter, man. We got to. Go ahead, Bebo.
No, agreed with everything said. First and foremost, again, as you brothers mentioned and everybody else as well, rest in peace, PnB Rock, and condolences to his 2 offspring and the other loved ones. You know, news like this is always ridiculous, man. It's sad and it's ridiculous to speak on, because, well, I know this isn't going to be the last time that we talk on such a matter like this. The optics of this, it does look bad, and it does. When I say the optics, I'm referring more to the. I mean, really, I was thinking initially about the location situation and how that was on.
Piece of nightmare, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, shout out. Yeah, you got to move with the head on swivel. Look, you got to, like J Camp said, you cannot move in the same light that you did before the pandemic. I'm sorry, we're not going to go different. It's not like a temporary different. I'm going to go on a limb and guesstimate that we're not going back to saying the same time frames of the status quo. There's folks different. If you thought that we had wolves before, they turned to werewolves now, because with these times being different, people are more desperate.
Keep a peace.
You got to keep a peace for defense. You know, you also need to have a vest on too if you're gonna be somebody of that stature. And you just remember, guys, at the book of the week I just mentioned, I didn't just throw that out there just to throw it out there. We need leadership, and that doesn't necessarily mean somebody on this high grandiose position. No, it's about moving with the mindset of a leader. You know, is it wise for me to go in the hood or 2 minutes from the airport to a Roscoe's when I and then kind of go operate with the notification situation, no matter who did it? Is that thinking with the leader? Yeah.
Well, but this is the thing, man. Even if it wasn't even the IG post, even if it was somebody at the restaurant that said, "Yo, homie's in here with the AP on."
Well, okay, but what about the gear?
Come through. My thing is, like, at the end of the day, and obviously this is Monday quarterback stuff. You know, at the end of the day,
absolutely,
we're trying to, we're not basically blaming nobody.
Right.
At the end of the day, though, as a way to look, as a way to kind of understand how to take care of your family, the biggest thing is to get home. You know, it's just to get home. Now, me and Bebo talked off camera, and we was like, "Yo, would he have gave it up if Shorty wasn't there?" Because you know, there's ego involved. You know what I'm saying? There's the machismo. You know, when you have people filming it, and you don't want to be the next Berg, young Berg out here with greasy niggas, sweat all on your chain trying to get it back, and you on World Star getting jacked. So
ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me.
Ain't nobody gonna take my chain. You know, ain't nobody gonna eat my cornbread. But the whole thing at the end of the day, man, is to get home to those babies, get home to your wife. And if you got to give up some bread, at the end of the day, man, that's all you got now is them jewels. You know what I'm saying? Your life, like again, it's just you don't have to be a celebrity to understand your value as a black man, a woman, brown woman, man, whatever. You have a life. So the whole thing is to keep your life going as long as you can, and it's just senseless to not give up those jewels if you can. You know what I'm saying? If like I'm like Simple to P, I'm giving them up. You know what I'm saying? What else you need? I get paid on Friday. What else you want? Because I'm just trying to get home to my babies. What's your extended thought on this, Bebo?
No. I think all the jewels, pause that were given in terms of wisdom is just so on point. And what I'm currently thinking, in addition to everything that was said, is how we move. I know it's how I move, and most people think it's funny style when they don't know where I'm at. Know, that you just can't predict where I'm at and when I'm going to be where. Well, that's largely purposeful, and we kind of see why, But whereas, your common person is going to be like, man, they acting funny style. I told y'all about that loosey-goosey mindset. You got to watch out for that in these times. So it's important to have a security detail if you're a man or a woman of stature, bulletproof vest. Look, the whole gaudy jewelry, the expensive apparel. Come on, folks.
Man, you a walking billboard.
You're a walking target.
I'm
not judging nobody, because we all like nice things. We do.
No,
we have nice things. Some of us do. Facts. But again, we're in some different times. You can't walk and maneuver the same way. And you got to make it a stern point from a leadership standpoint not to post where your location is based off of emotionalism, based off of hype, based off of gratification. It's just not worth it. And this isn't just us talking about PnB right here. PnB Rock. We're talking about your everyday person, your everyday person is being targeted as well. Your everyday person that's doing something is being targeted.
Saying that he never should have been at that location. The main location for Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles is on Pico.
That's true.
Which isn't far enough from the one on Manchester for him to have gone over there. And again, a lot of people were saying that, his girl, he just got back with his girl. The girl's not really posting the food. You know how women are sometimes. When you get back with a dude, you want everybody to know you back with the dude. So she posted the picture. They kind of be like, hey, I'm with my boo at lunch. But then again, the wolves is out. And then also shout out to Tariq. Tariq was basically saying a lot of these cats are corny and they're doing it for clout. So a lot of
jealous,
times they want
to,
like, it's like that Jay-Z line. If I shoot you, I'm brainless. If you shoot me, you famous. What's that nigga to do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So again, these cats, they losers, man. They mad at you successful, and you in the hood shining. So
they want what you got.
Yeah.
Even if it's just a little something, it ain't got to be the jewels and the apparel with the Jordans and all that. It could be just a little something, a little come up. Hey, I got a raise on my job. I mean, somebody, the next person
is going in too.
What's Tuss saying? You can't really
blame the youth for doing what the platform demand. Yeah. How do you teach them not to care about losing followers by not going live and accept?
Well, I think that overall, that's a good point. And a situation like this should open up the discussion for certain habits that need to be broken within modern day society. That's just really my point on it. Power 500. So Doggy Diamonds even spoke on how you should be afraid to move or have your own stuff without fear.
Yeah. But see, Doggy Diamonds was going in and saying, hey, man, I work for my stuff. I should be able to wear it. I should be able to go anywhere I want and don't come up to me. And I feel him on that. But at the end of the day, man, I got to get home.
And what's most important?
That's not reality. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I got to get home.
I feel Doggy Diamonds too, but it's not reality though.
Hey,
if
man,
you're going to be out here in these streets with that type of jewelry on and that type of swag, it's just not the reality. It's like you said, Iceberg. It's a lot of wolves out here. It's a lot of wolves. And
It
that's
is.
why and that goes into the point that Nino Beige is saying. Like you gotta have. There's a time and a place for you to shine. There is. There's a time and a place for you to shine. You got to be at those events to where you can do that. But you just can't be randomly in the hood out here shining.
You can't. Or
and I get it. Like I said, so, you know. I think
we learned that. We learned that from other cats who die in their own hood.
Right.
PnB's not even from LA, but we've seen cats get capped in their own hood.
Right. And speaking of LA, Ice-T has been warning folks for the longest about the ways of Los Angeles these days and how it's been. And he recently posted warns. And I think he recently, and I think he posted that like he's tired of, I'm not speaking verbatim, but he's basically tired of sharing the culture of LA and how things are of this nature. I think PnB wouldn't have had no issues if he was by himself.
I think sometimes you let your guard down when you're with your girl, because if you basically like, you know, with your joint on in your hand, she gonna be like, "What you doing?" Like, calm down. We just said Roscoe's, we eating. Like, be easy, and you kind of let your guard down. And then again, if you look, first of all, whoever put the videos out on social media, you need to go to hell.
Yeah, that right there.
That was just distasteful, man, all the way around.
Yeah, it was disrespectful. It was all that, man.
Well, and then again, anytime I go anywhere, I think when I was a shorty with Nino, we be like, yo, like I need my back to the wall and I need to be facing the door. You know what I'm saying? I need to make sure everything's good. So again, if you looked at the video, he was in the middle of the restaurant. So which means that he wasn't really situated like he needed to do. Again, like I said, it's Monday quarterback type stuff, but it's a lesson learned for some of our cats that are looking at it. You know, PnB lost his life off of just kind of being laxed a little bit. And like Nino saying, you can't wear truck jewelry out here. And then there's a video going around where he's actually telling people how much each piece is.
Yeah.
That I put in the group chat. It's like at the end of the day, man, you can't be doing that stuff where you're like, oh, I got 50 over here, 50 over there.
Billboard.
Like, and again, Anthony's saying, man, clout is an MF.
It is.
I agree.
And I'm gonna say something else that might not be comfortable for some folks. Sometimes you got to check your own people too whenever you're out having fun. So I just want to tag in from Iceberg's point about like the individual. You got to sometimes respectfully check your own people. Hey man, I don't feel comfortable being live out here and wherever. Oh man, you tripping, dog. All right, I gotta go, man.
Hey, J Kim,
I'd rather be funny style and leave home safe to a family, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, than to continue loosey goosey and then something tragic happens.
J Kim, can you address what Tudge is saying? Tudge is basically saying, how do you supposed to secure a record deal without big chains and acting crazy on live nowadays? The record companies demand that of you nowadays.
But see, Touch, I think where I kind of go with that is, man, that's why you can still be successful indie. I feel like if you got talent, you can still kind of like overcome some of the foolishness that the record labels are asking or demand. Now, I get it. I get exactly what you're saying, but I see cats who are indie, who are kind of moving, you know what I'm saying, how they want to move and still having creative control over their music and still being able to be successful. I feel like you can still do that. So you don't always have to 100% cave to the labels, even though you are correct, because that's what the labels want. The labels want you to be out here flaunting, flexing.
Right.
Because they got insurance. They got insurance on you. So if you get bucked, they get paid.
And here's the other thing. I want to tag in from that once you're done, J Camp, to
Go ahead, Bebo.
I mean, I feel like you could still rock a little something in select areas of, you know, the country, maybe. But here's the added piece to it too. It doesn't mean I definitely wouldn't be in that at that Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles location, but you can maybe be somewhere kind of remote with a security detail or something like that. And you know, I'm not saying you got to rock all the ice and have all the flashy extra. You know what I'm saying? But you can still wear a little something nice, have a little something, have a security detail. And yeah, the boundaries. You can have some boundaries set up. It's because like it might cost money, but it's an investment on your life and your image. And you can still do what you need to do.
AI, Allen Iverson used to have like 7, 8 dudes, security detail around him at all times. I remember when I was in the club in DC for Howard's homecoming one year. AI walked in there, man. You couldn't even see AI in the midst of all the security. I mean, all them dudes is like Shaq big, damn near. You know what I'm saying?
Them old NFL linebackers with guns now.
Hey, but it's you got to pay to play. You know what I'm saying? If you want to live that lifestyle and be out there like that, you got to have that security detail, man. You got to have cats who's because like Iceberg said, you got to get home.
You got to get home.
At the end of the day,
you got to get home.
That is the goal.
Well, and let's be clear. Pop Smoke did the same thing by posting the address, no security.
Right.
Nipsey was basically in front of his establishment. Security's right next to him. But it was basically somebody who wanted to get down with him, was mad, dissed him. Dolph had just did a commercial on IG for the cookies. You know what I'm saying? And he's driving around in that one-of-one whip.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? So again,
nobody had
hey man, I was about to get some rims on the BMW the other day. And I was like, nope, let me keep that mug extra bottom shelf Brad, extra base model. You know what I'm saying? So again, let's start being more smarter with our decisions that we're making as far as like, do we have to show everybody that we've made it or that we're successful on certain levels? Can we just keep it cool? You know what I'm saying? Because again, if this was Ed Sherman that got shot, they have all kind of cops all over the place.
Oh, it'd be a swarm.
You know, it'd be a swarm. So again,
oh my God,
as black men, as brown men, we got to understand, man, that don't nobody care. So we got to care. You know what I'm saying? We the ones with the life. We got to make sure our families are cool and that we get back home because again, these baby girls that PnB had, you know, where's their life insurance? Where's their money at? Where's their retirement fund that they can draw from? So
I'm telling
you. Nino saying people are pushing the Empire Native, which is false. Wackers F. Those artists are indie with distribution deals.
Yeah.
Shout out, man. Let me throw the AK for Nino.
Man, the AK.
So again, Nino, the question, man, was it Power or Touch had? How do you secure a deal now without doing the annex now? You know what I'm saying? Without having the truck jewelry on, how do you do that, Nino? You know, that's the question right now, man. Power 500 saying PnB told her to stop. Yeah, he did it. He took it from her. You know?
Yeah. Allegedly. And again, folks, leadership.
Yeah, I heard that too.
I agree. I think Pop did post it on accident.
Yeah, I heard that too. Sitting politics.
Yeah, he did. He did. I think he posted it too. I think he posted it first.
Yeah.
On IG. I think he posted his first. So that is true.
100%, Anthony.
Yeah, I think Anthony's right. He's saying, can we start defining success as living to see another day? That Friday, we live to see another day.
Right.
You know
Right. Peace to Anthony.
Dino saying basically be original. You know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely. I mean,
I think Coast Conscious doing that. They ain't got no jury on it. They was on a Sierra record.
Right.
You can make it, man, by being who you are. Talent is always going to prevail at some point.
It will.
It's all about, you know what I'm saying, understanding the business, having a good business lawyer and not not getting pebbled. You know what I'm saying? Make sure Pebbles ain't your manager. And you really can make it, man. I mean, it's different now than what it was. It's when you can make music remotely at the crib. Like everybody has access to make music now.
Shout out to Lupe,
talent,
man.
And you got the drive, and also, you know what I'm saying, you just got to go hard. You got to put your stuff out there, man, and make sure that it's getting to the right hands. But you don't have to fall for the old narrative of, man, I got to be out here gooned up all the time. You don't have to be gooned up. You know what I'm saying? You can keep it pushing.
Nino was even saying like Simba, shout out to Simba, man, signing with Dre, man. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, there's things you can do, man. Power fans, Cole's been preaching to be original, and people called him an old head. Remember, he said it. He had the Rolexes, he had the Range Rover, he got rid of it and was riding a bike.
Man, when you think about it, man, some of them that jewelry be heavy, bro. It'd be like 10 pounds on your neck. You out here trying to perform with it. Come on,
dude. You got that ghost face bird on your wrist. You know
Wonder Woman
eagle.
Yeah,
the eagle.
I bought a tennis court. I bought a tennis court for
your birthday.
Come on, man. Yeah, man. But shout out, man, again, man. Much love to
Hey,
PnB.
man,
That's
it's
one of the guys, man. I love his music, man. He was, like I said, he was a young Nate Dogg, in my opinion, man, on everybody's records. The other thing he said too, man, I wanted y'all to touch on real quick is when he went independent, he said people stopped answering his phone calls. He wasn't signed to Atlantic no more. Atlantic is like Death Row back in the day. Atlantic got everybody.
Guys.
And once he got off of Atlantic, he said nobody pick up his phone calls. What's your thoughts on that, man? As far as like being an independent artist and still holding down and still moving in a world now where if you're not on a Spotify playlist, you're not getting numbers.
I mean, I mean, we're not pocket watching his situation, of course, but it did look like he was
a great album. We
previewed
that too, and it was a beast.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
To me, it was better than the Khaled joint.
Oh, way better. Way
it was
better.
It was crushing the Khaled joint.
No, but yeah, about the independent situation. I mean, it just goes to show that the man was still successful, significantly successful, even without getting the same level of phone calls that he once was on Atlantic. And
he had a base.
He had a base. Yes. So he had a foundation set. He had a foundational base. And as long as he's able to cater to that base, or any artist or any individual, you might not be bringing in as much as you would to some degree, money or resource wise in Atlantic, but you're going to be straight as long as you do what you're supposed to do.
You can tell the cast,
or at least he would have if he were still here. But go ahead, bro.
Nah, absolutely. I was just gonna piggyback on that and say you can tell he was one of them cats in the studio a lot, like just like your Currencies and cats like that who live in the studio. They give their fans what they ask for. That's how you build that base. If you are an independent artist, you flood the industry with music, you flood the internet with music,
and you continue networking with the connections that you've already made,
and you don't stop.
Keep that Rolodex going.
Keep the Rolodex going. It's going to eventually come, because I guarantee you, all PnB had to do was put out one more hit. Those phone calls were going to come. They was going to answer the phones then. You know what I'm saying? Because they was trying to see what he was going to do. We're going to see how you going to move now that you indie.
Right.
And then but like Nino said, people so shady in the game, so fake.
Nino saying industry is fake as hell. The rappers ain't really friends with each other. Others maybe except for some of the Atlanta cats. And to me, I think this is a time now where you need to start linking up with some cats, man. Even if you're independent, that Empire record deal / distribution deal, even if you're on a level of a regional artist, regional producers, cats need to really start, as far as, men of color, we have to start connecting, man. We got to start doing it. You can't depend on these corporate bags or, even shows. You got to start really connecting, man, and really building. And that's why, again, shout out to Cameron, Mason, Jada for actually getting together and doing something real. You know what I'm saying? I think these cats need to start doing stuff that the fans been wanting to see. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. But again, it starts with us trusting each other and doing good business. There's a reason why a lot of cats don't mess with each other, because we don't do a good business a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep our word. And then the other thing is high quality. We just talked about some of the records having low quality. You need to have high quality, man, so we can get together, because at the end of the day, we're the creators. You know what I'm saying? We just got to understand the business side of the game, and we can really take it. But also, as we're getting the business side, you got to start basically trusting each other as men. And again, let's be clear. This was a black man that shot PnB. You know what I'm saying? This wasn't no white police officer or anything like that. And again, when it comes to these kind of situations, where's Black Lives Matter? Where's all the hoopla? Where's all the fanfare?
About to say that,
you know what I'm saying? Where's all the hoopla, man? Y'all get mad about Mrs. Butterworth more than the black man getting killed.
Stop
you know what I'm saying? So again, man, we got to take care of ourselves, man. Real talk. So,
what's
your last thoughts on this, though?
No, I was gonna say,
go ahead, Bebo.
Whatever it takes to get home to your family, like Iceberg emphasized, do what that takes. Be that black man, that black woman, that black person, that person, period. For whoever you are, however you got to look out here, as far as cred is concerned, as far as like none of the external stuff matters. Just get home to your family, to your loved ones. That's what matters.
Man, the biggest thing is get home, man. And this thing,
and thank God in the process.
These ribs are going to start touching the colder it gets. And then also, you know how people are in the holiday times, there's a lot of depression. There's a lot of people having mental issues. Make sure that you are getting home safely. And that right now, to me, if you're not in LA, shout out to Nino. But if you're not in LA, man, it's a no-fly zone right now, in my opinion. It's a no-fly zone. If you don't have no business out there, don't go out there. They've already said the police PR people were saying,
the police chief,
hey man, don't come out here. We can't protect you.
Right. That police chief did say that.
It's like the Purge movie. We can't protect you. So if you're not out there, man, like for real, like in the right areas, man.
Exactly. If you don't know where to move, don't go.
Don't go.
You know, and to be honest, I say that for any major city, really. I mean, if you think you can just go to any major city and you can just kick it as you please, it ain't like that. You know,
dude, in Atlanta right now, they bring your windows for no reason.
I was just about to say that. Was just about to say that. You go to these places now, like Cincinnati, Atlanta, your car's gonna be sitting on bricks. You know what I'm saying? You go to the
something's gonna happen.
For 5 minutes, your whip is on bricks.
I'm trying to find a beater right now just to ride the beater and put some tin on it. You know what I'm saying?
You got to move diligently out here. You cannot be out here on no
and unpredictable. Unpredictable.
We need more Roscoe. Come on, man.
We need more
Roscoe and less pizzazz. Yes.
Make sure your circle understands the same thing. Make sure y'all equally yoked, and all y'all know. Look, we gonna move together, and we not gonna like Iceberg said, our back is gonna be against the wall, our eyes gonna be on the door.
Ain't now one of us going live, and none of that location stuff.
We need the beeline.
Yeah.
The other thing, as men, sit down and talk to your shorty, and say, hey man, if somebody comes in the house, this is what we do. If we in a public place and this goes down, I need you to do this. Like, talk to your chick, man, about this stuff, man, before it happened. Because again, I think what Bebo said is serious. Everybody's like, oh, COVID's done. We can get back out here and go clown. It ain't never gonna be the way it was. Nope. Dude, you got people getting shot in road rages and all that. So I've been telling my mama, hey, quit arguing with people while you driving. You know what I'm saying? Because they ain't gonna catch everybody on camera. So again, man, just be out here, be cool. Nino saying our DA is too far left liberal.
Yeah.
You guys because now the consequences of robbery are minimal. Yeah, exactly. So they're like, I can do a robbery and get out in a couple of days.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And
studio neighbor got robbed. He said the studio neighbor got robbed and the cats weren't even going to get any more than a month.
Yep.
And
Power brought up that
go for Nino, man. Nino, we praying for you too, bro.
We praying
so
for you.
Like I said, man, like just keep us keep tapping in. Let us know, man. You good, man?
Keep us posted.
Cool.
Exactly, man.
Yeah, keep us posted, man.
Just check in.
We praying for you all the time. Check
in from time to time. Keep putting them beats out. Keep putting them beat packs out.
Yeah, we need to see them videos. And if you're not following Nino, man, one of the hottest producers in LA, got a YouTube channel, man. He's holding down some visuals, man. Go check him out.
Absolutely. I call him the lo-fi God.
Oh my God, Power 500. Yeah. I asked P to go in on this on the show. Yeah. If y'all don't know about this safety act in Illinois, it's about to pop off. Come on.
Exactly. I feel like Power 500 is in the group chat because we just got done talking about this joint.
Nino said Nino said he low in the valley, man. You know what I'm
saying? No, about that safety act, that's the Illinois non-detainable offenses bill that begins the 1st of January 2023, and acts such as aggravated battery, aggravated DUI, aggravated fleeing, arson, burglary, drug-induced homicide, robbery, second-degree kidnapping, intimidation, threatening a public official. Again, those are going to be non-detainable offenses to where they can't hold you. If or once it passes and it sticks during that time frame and thereafter. So just saying that because that's just another example that Power 500 beat us to
run them up.
I mean, that's going to work both ways. It's going to be a situation on the crime side, but it's also going to be a situation with certain individuals of law enforcement feeling like it's going to be free reign to to anybody that.
Well, but what this is going to hurt too.
So it's going to be us.
Speaking from a hip hop perspective, Bebo P, they're going to get a whole bunch of shows and they going to come there. It's gonna be a lot.
I mean, but you got it's already starting to happen. Like companies like Caterpillar, they're moving. It's a stadium. What's the stadium out there? The stadium's not even staying in the inner city of Chicago. The Chicago.
You talking about
what Chicago stadium
is
that?
A couple of them are kind of in the city. I mean, because even Soldier Field,
but one of them's leaving,
not like right downtown, but they are going to build a new stadium within the city, but it's going to be not where the current location is.
Right, and that just goes to show the companies like that. It's like at least one or two others.
But even like Touch is saying, man, like if you're touring overseas, and shout out to Guilty Simpson, Apollo Brown, they've been overseas.
Absolutely. We've been trying to get Guilty on.
They know you ain't got no toast on you.
Yeah, because you're traveling overseas, right? So be careful out there, y'all.
Be careful out there, Guilty, man. We definitely want to see y'all come home, man.
Yeah, hey man, definitely. First of all, shout out to Sit and Politics podcast, man. Go over there and definitely subscribe to them. They even saying, I'm gonna look at that into that safety thing, man. Like I said, it's
crazy. It was on their local news. It was on their Chicago's local news.
Crazy.
So again, check it out, man. Check it out.
It's our job to make sure the family's cool. Bebo was telling me about this earlier. I said, hey man, you got to say something about this on the joint. Because let's be clear. The reason why we call this show "Life Goes On" is because remember Pac died this week, a couple 20-something years ago. Right. You know what I'm saying? Around this time. Yeah, so again, man, you gotta be careful, man, because at the end of the day, man, they already got us out the home. So we still gotta basically make sure we taking care of our fams, making sure we coming home, making sure that we bringing that bread, because that's what we do. We provide, man. So again, school your shorty, school your girl, make sure everything's good. Because like I said, 100%. Even in Florida, they wilding in Florida.
I mean, you know they wilding dang near everywhere.
So all day.
Just be safe, man, on that, man.
And it don't matter what your political flavor is, because they all have some type of law that's going to promote this type of behavior. Trust me.
It's not about either side or the other. You're right. Don't give two licks about that when it's all said and done, and in relation to what we're discussing tonight and factors thereof.
R.I.P. Pac, man. Like I said, that's my guy, man. And then like I said, PnB joint, man. Maybe remind me of the whole situation with Pac, man. It's just It's just sad, man. And get dog. That Florida's that new Bronx, dog. Bruh.
100%, my guy. I'm telling you, I see it.
Hey, man, salute, man.
Absolutely.
Appreciate your Sit and Politics podcast.
Appreciate you for tapping in, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in.
We definitely subscribing on all our joints.
100%,
and real talk, nightmare.
Yeah.
Facts. It's that demon time, man. Real talk. You got y'all gotta everybody just be cool. Make sure y'all tapping in with us, man, on social media. Like again, until almost Super Bowl, it's purge time right now. You know what I'm saying? Until March, when everybody get their little tax return bread from their baby mama. Right now, from now until then, man, it's gonna get ugly.
Coupled with a certain rate that's going up, a certain rate.
Real quick, just want to tell Sit and Politics. I'm currently in Florida too, bro. So again, we in ground zero, but we gonna keep our head on the swivel though. We ain't about the foolishness.
Dude, I'm worried about the Gators. You gotta watch for the Wolves.
Man, exactly. I mean, I got a pond in the back of my crib.
Man, you got them you got them Gators scoping your spot now, don't you, boy?
I'm worried about the Goonies more than I'm worried about the Gators. The Gators
I always say with Florida, man, it's
you guys.
My little slogan for Florida, man, is sunny weather, shady people. So just be clear, just be careful.
Man.